the Mets, who came in tied for the National League East lead with Pittsburgh when the night began. We go to Busch Stadium, and Willie McGee would have good reason to hide his head. Second inning, no score. Ron Darling, the Mets pitcher, skies one to center. McGee, this is a can of corn. He should wrap it up. Look at this. His 16th error of the season. A run would score. McGee says, get rid of that glove. I want no part of it. Well, some lucky young fan in the stands says, hey, I'll take it. Some guy says, wait a minute, kid, how much you want for that?
Hit hard to get a second baseman.
How about Rex Hudler's glove for the Cardinals? He can't handle the sinking line drive. And now it's the Mets' turn to show how they can't play in the field. Joe McGrain bunts. Ron Darling picks it up, and he throws it into East St. Louis. Jose Oquendo scores. But this time the Cardinals had come to life. They led it 3-1. Rex Hudler comes to life with a scintillating catch here. Fourth inning, 5-1 Cardinals. Kevin McReynolds singles. Dave Magadan trying to score. Now Magadan trying to score from second. And look at the throw by Rex Hudler to the plate. He is gunned down at the plate. And look at Rex Hudler on the base paths with his headfirst dive. Wow, looks like Superman, doesn't he? He beats the throw to third. That's the kind of baseball that the Cardinals played all night. And they dispatched the Mets for the third time in a row, winning it 5-1. Joe McGrain, coming off back spasms, walked 4, struck out 3, scattering 5 hits over 7 2/3. The Mets have lost 3 in a row. The Cardinals are 4-1 under manager Joe Torre, and the Cardinals put pitcher Bryn Smith on the 15-day disabled list with a sore right shoulder. Well, the Pittsburgh Pirates had good news and bad news when they arrived at the vet in Philly for Monday night's twilighter against the Phillies. The bad news was that center fielder Andy Van Slyke would be out of the lineup at least for a week with a sprained ankle. The good news was that they were tied for first place in the NL East coming into play. More good news followed in Game 1 of the twilighter if you're a Pittsburgh Pirate fan. Let's go to Vet Stadium. It's already 3-0 with 2 men on, and Barry Bonds takes Terry Mulholland drive deep to right field for his 20th homer. That makes Bonds with 5 RBIs in the game. Also a great night for Bobby Bonilla. Top of the ninth at 7-0. Let's have some more. He lines one to right center. Dale Murphy can't quite get it. Jeff King scores. Bonilla went 5 for 5 of the night. The Pirates led it 8-zip. Rookie Randy Tomlin, meanwhile, got some help in his major league pitching debut just up from Double-A. Barry Bonds, the nice running one-hander to rob Randy Reddy, albeit in foul territory. Nice effort. Bottom of the ninth now. Tomlin's mom worried he won't get the complete game. My goodness, what's going to happen? Runners on first and second for the Phils. Tomlin gets rookie Jordan on the ground to the third to end the game. And Tomlin's mom and his fiancée with the camera see a picture-perfect win for the Pirates by a score of 10-1. That was the first of 2. Tomlin gets a 5-hitter in his major league debut. Here's what transpired in a rainy Game 2. A rainy night in Philadelphia makes the people a little loopy. Some of them get downright combative. Look out for the security guard. Hey, you shouldn't be on the field to begin with. Others in the stands get romantic. My goodness. Still others downright festive. Well, you got to stay dry. But they did play baseball. Jim Leland hopes to cash in. I said he hopes to cash in and sweep Philly. Well, a little bit late, but better late than never. It didn't look good early. Dennis Cook loops this Rick Reed pitch just in front of R.J. Reynolds, and Charlie Hayes scores. Rod Booker tries to make it 2-zip Philly, but Rod, he is gunned down easily at the plate. Nice tag by Mike LaValliere. Remember that name because with 2 on and trailing 3-zip, LaValliere delivers off Dennis Cook deep to right in the 6th. We have a 3-3 game, and on we go until almost 2 in the morning Eastern time. Score tied in the 10th inning. When Sid Bream slices this double to left, Bobby Bonilla scores. R.J. Reynolds tries to score 2. He's out, but it doesn't matter. The Pirates get the run they needed, and Pittsburgh sweeps the Phillies 10-1 and 4-3. We take a look at the National League Eastern Division standings as of the action on Monday, and the Pirates lead the Mets by a game and a half. The Mets come home to face the Phils Tuesday night. The Pirates will be home against Montreal. You can see basically in the NL East now it is a 2-team race. To basketball we go. The L.A. Lakers a free shot to pick up ground on Oakland. The A's were idle and the White Sox were only 2.5 back coming in, and they were tied in the loss column with Oakland. And what happened against the last place A's? A strange night for Carlton Fisk. It started out well, throwing out Jim Eisenreich, and then Berman was at the game. And watch the curve the ball takes here on Ozzie Guillen like it was possessed, says George Brett. He can't believe it. It gets worse. Ivan Calderon throws home. Carlton Fisk. Hey, Carlton. He misses it. Goes right by him. Error. Fisk. Seitzer scores. Same inning. Gerald Perry on second. Takes off for third. Carlton Fisk comes up throwing. Throws it away. Perry scores. Another error for Mr. Fisk. He had only 2 all this season. Very, very strange. There's Berman again. But the Sox fight back in the 6th. Scott Fletcher. Base hit to left. Dan Pasqua scores. But guess who's caught in a rundown? You got it. Carlton Fisk. Not a night that this future Hall of Famer will want to remember. Yes. Kansas City wins it 5-4. Storm Davis on a strange night gets his 5th win of the year. Well, the Toronto Blue Jays were winding up a 5-game set in Texas Monday night, while the team they're chasing in the East, the Red Sox, were winging their way to California. Now, the Blue Jays had to feel good coming into the game, coming off a pounding of Nolan Ryan Sunday night. A Toronto win meant that they would only be a game behind Boston in the American League East. It looked easy, didn't it? George Bell at bat, facing Charlie Puff. Bell flies out to center field. Luis Sojo scores from third, and the Jays take an early 2-0 lead. But the Rangers fight back. Bottom of the third, 2-on. Julio Franco doubles off Dave Steve to left. Gino Petralli and Gary Pettis score, and we're tied at 2. Franco passes the 50 RBI mark, and then Rafael Palmeiro, having a great year, doubles to the right center field wall. Scoring Julio Franco, it's 3-2 Texas. The Rangers pad their lead as Steve Buechele lays down the bunt. The suicide squeeze, scoring Harold Baines. And that would prove to be the winning run as Texas holds off Toronto by a score of 4-3. The Rangers have won 7 of the last 8, including 4 of 5 from Toronto. Kenny Rogers, by God, picked up his 11th save for the Texas Rangers. Somehow, some way, the rain stayed away long enough from the Bronx to allow the Cleveland Indians and New York Yankees to play their game on Monday afternoon. The Yanks win at 2-1. Andy Hawkins wins at the stadium for the first time since last September, and Kevin